Hi guys, it's me, Reagan, and today I'm doing a Q&A. So I got a couple of questions from my last video about my COVID experience, and I thought it would be a great time to answer those questions because I said I would. So that's what we're doing today. So let's get into the video. So one of the questions that somebody asked me a couple weeks ago was, how was the test? What was that like? So the COVID test. I closed my eyes and I breathed in and out of my mouth. He tried on the left side first and it would not go up, and he's like, well, it won't take. And it was like kind of uncomfortable but wasn't painful at first. And then he switched over to the other side and uncomfortable, and then went, and then he took it out and it did it. I didn't feel pain. It just felt like when you when somebody swabs down your throat, it's like that uncomfortable feeling like something's stuck, and then it's quick. Okay, so second question. I'm wondering, how did you manage to pull through that difficult time? Honestly, before I got COVID, before I came back to visit my family, I was so stressed and so uncomfortable in LA. Everybody I know had left. There was, my church had closed down. Everything was closed, my roommates had left, and there was literally nothing there for me besides my job. I had actually been praying about, was I supposed to change jobs? Was I supposed to move back with my family? Not sure what I was supposed to do, but I had said 3 things to God in prayer is, okay, if I am not supposed to be here, my roommates will leave. If I'm not supposed to be here, I will lose my parking spot inside of the parking garage. And number 3, if I'm not supposed to be here, I will lose my job. So those things started to happen one after another. My roommates didn't move out, but they basically, one of them left back to her family's state and was going to be gone till the fall. And then the other one was in and out and went back to her family's state, wasn't really around as often. After a couple months had gone by, she went, and I was basically alone. So that prayer had been answered. Second, I went to San Diego and I came back, and that day I found out I had lost my parking spot. For a week, basically, I was having to wait like a half an hour to 45 minutes driving around over and over and over trying to find parking spots. The third thing happened was me losing my job. For me, it was kind of like a lot was going on, but it was also an answer to prayer. Obviously, a lot more extreme when we got COVID. That was stressful, but I knew we were gonna come out of it, though it felt like some days we weren't. My mom being in the hospital, I didn't know if she was gonna get better or not. I was trusting God, but I didn't know what the answer was gonna be for that. So that I really had to give to God. I think when it got the most stressful for me, wasn't the stuff at the beginning, but was when my mom was in the hospital and I couldn't extend my rent time for longer. And I knew I had to go and get my stuff and worry about when my mom was coming out. What are some activities that helped you get through the day? The first week and a half were basically all in the family room, on different areas, watching movies, TV shows. We really took to watching Everybody Loves Raymond on Peacock. Watching something that was funny and comedic, I think, helped us to just focus on something else in some way, and that was a huge help. Sitting outside at nighttime was actually really nice, so we'd go in our backyard, just sit there and talk and listen to music. And then once I got a little bit better from that, I started to get my room here prepared to bring my stuff back. What were some of the symptoms that your family friend was feeling? They weren't actually showing any symptoms that we knew of, so when they came over here, fine. Within 2 hours, if that, within 2 hours, their eyes were glassy, looked extremely tired and out of it, had a really deep cough, and had a fever. How are doctors helping COVID patients? Know and be prepared if you get this. You might have to call multiple doctors, do multiple telemedicine visits, because not every doctor will have an answer. Not every doctor will be helpful. The first doctor We asked, take Tylenol. 2 nurses, take Tylenol, rest for 14 days. Then we asked a telemedicine doctor. That doctor was helpful, but did not help my mom because at the time her symptoms weren't as severe as mine. And so it was like, take Tylenol, rest for 14 days for her. Obviously that did not go positive for her. For me was take the nausea medication and take the coughing medication. At least they tried to help. I developed more symptoms, and so I tried to schedule another visit online, through the phone, and even messaged the doctor, and he just said, schedule another visit. They literally would not call me back. They would not answer my messages. Then I called again, said, oh, you're not calling the right number. Basically just get help from your actual doctor. So they were helpful, and then they weren't. When I tried calling my actual doctor, since they said, call your actual doctor, said, where'd you get tested? What were your results? Okay, answer those questions. We'll get medication from the testing center. Okay, the testing center doesn't give medication. So if you face that, you might have to call and tell your symptoms without saying you have COVID, because they literally would not help me because I said I had COVID. I finally got the medication, another doctor that I needed, and that took away the swelling. I just said my symptoms. I didn't say I have COVID. That's the only way I was able to get medication that healed me. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, and comment below to say what you'd like to see next time. Thanks guys, bye!